Retirement annuity. You've heard the term. Your parents probably have one. Some ad probably told you to get one. But if someone asked you right now, what actually happens to your money inside an RA, could you explain it? Most people can't. So today we're breaking it down from zero, using a real example. Meet Maya. Maya is 26, working in marketing in Joburg, earning 18,000 Rand a month. She's heard retirement annuity her whole life, but never actually understood what it does. She just knew it was the responsible adult thing. So let's follow her from the moment she opens one and use her as our example for exactly how the money moves. Maya opens an RA through a provider. Could be an insurer, a bank, or an investment platform. She's not handing her money to the government. She's opening an investment account that's specifically ring-fenced for retirement. Legally, it can only be accessed under certain conditions, mainly once she turns 55, or through the newer two-pot savings pot, which we'll get to. She decides to contribute 1,000 Rand a month. Here's the part most explainers skip. Maya's 1,000 Rand doesn't just sit in a savings account earning nothing. It gets invested, usually across a mix of shares, bonds, property, and cash, depending on the fund she picks. Most RAs offer a few pre-built portfolios, from conservative to aggressive, and Maya can choose based on how much risk she's comfortable with. Over time, that invested money is what actually grows, not just her contributions, but the returns on those contributions too. Now here's what makes an RA different from just opening a normal investment account. Every Rand Maya puts in, she can deduct from her taxable income up to 27.5% of what she earns, capped at 430,000 Rand a year under the current rules. So when Maya does her tax return, SARS effectively gives some of that 1,000 Rand back to her because her taxable income is now lower. On her income bracket, that could work out to roughly 260 to 280 Rand back for every 1,000 Rand she puts in over the year, depending on her exact tax situation. That's money she wouldn't get back from a normal bank savings account. While Maya's money sits inside the RA, it grows completely tax-free. No tax on the interest, no tax on the dividends, no capital gains tax. That's a big deal because outside an RA, all of those would normally be taxed. Compounded over 20, 30 years, that tax-free growth adds up to a meaningfully bigger pot than if the same money were sitting in an ordinary taxed investment. Now, here's what makes this relevant to Maya right now, not just at retirement. Since the two-pot system started, every new contribution she makes splits automatically. 2/3 goes into her retirement pot, that's fully locked until she's 55, no early access, full stop. But 1/3 goes into a savings pot, which she can dip into once a year if she really needs to, even before 55. So if Maya has a genuine emergency, there's a small pressure valve, but the bulk of her money stays protected for actual retirement, which is the whole point. Fast forward, when Maya turns 55 or later and decides to retire, she can take up to 1/3 of her retirement pot as a cash lump sum, with the first 550,000 Rand of that tax-free. The rest has to be converted into a regular income, called an annuity, that pays her monthly for the rest of her life or over a set period. That's the whole cycle. Contribute, get taxed less now, grow tax-free, then draw an income later. Quick reality check before we wrap. Maya's numbers here are simplified examples, not a personal recommendation. Fees differ between providers, tax brackets differ between people, and the retirement pot really is locked with very few exceptions. Before opening one yourself, it's worth comparing a couple of providers and ideally chatting to a licensed financial advisor about what fits your specific income and goals. So, that's the full loop of how a retirement annuity actually works, from Maya's first 1,000 Rand all the way to her retirement income. If this finally made it click, let me know in the comments and tell me what you want broken down next, the two-pot system in full detail or how to actually pick between RA providers. Subscribe if you want more of this. See you in the next one.